leadership. Since 2005, October 11, we got elected as a representative and went through the inauguration January 16, 2006, 2011, and now we're elected 3 times as representative in one district, in one county. We believe that people of Liberia and the people of Grand Gedeh, because our reputation and character, they continue to give their votes to us. Election is not by credentials, it's by numbers. And also it comes with reputation and character in your community, in your town, in your village that you live in for years before election day. So the electors, they go out and ask for your reputation and character before they convince other friends and relatives to stand by you. So we are enjoying those support over the years. And also I want to reassure the great people of Grand Gedeh County in 2020, when I decided to test my popularity in my own county, to say, look, I spent 15 years. I stand to be corrected. Those of you that know math, from 2006 to 2020, I believe is 15 years. Because other opposition, they giving miscalculation out there, 25 years, 22 years, 18 years. But myself, that yeah, my certificates on the wall, all of my certificates from 2005 to 2020. In 2020, we went out to our constituents and we make some campaign promises. We promise this town, when you do this, we will give you this for development. Because we know very well, having stayed 15 years in the House of Representatives, now what we first, second, and in my third, working with third president, because former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, she succeeded herself 2011. So I believe that my second president, democratically elected second president that I worked with at the time. So by 2017, 2018, January 24, when the former president George Weah got inaugurated, January 22nd or 24, I stand to be corrected, I consider to be my third president that I work with. And we understand Liberian and African politics, that majority of development in government start with executive and end with executive. So we build relationship with the executive, more especially the chief executive, the president. When we went for election in 2020, we decided to help our people with development. And this time, we believe giving back to our people, they must decide what they want to do with what you promise. So I went to other towns and villages and made some campaign promises. As we speak, every good citizen of that county, let's put politics aside. Election is by numbers. Election, I repeat, is by numbers. It's not by hatred. It's not by prejudice. It's not by envy. So we go by the number and we go for reputation and character in elections. Well, we promised 2020, December 8, because the election was held on December 8, 2020. And we got inducted into the Liberian Senate in February 19, 2021. 85 to 90% our promise But as Zoe Pennue, senior senator of Grand Gedeh County, I better accomplish. I want to get update to the county and the great people of Liberia. 85 to 90% what I promise. That look, this town, for example, my dear friend and brother, the former superintendent of Grand Gedeh County, 2020, he was on my campaign team. We went to an administrative district, to be precise, in his own born town, Putu Jaundi, where we told our people to vote for me. And in my campaign speech that evening, I told them that, look, government will not do all. Government will not do all. And we, the sons and daughters that you trying to give the power to, or you are giving power to, it is prudent that when we run a campaign, what we promise, we should do it, so you can carry your own self-development in your district, in your town, in your village. So this time around, if I win Putu Jaundi, I will give you 500,000 Liberian dollars for your own development. Anything you want to do with your money, if you want to buy street light, solar light, you go ahead. If you want to make it out of loan to help other marketeers for them to be able to turn the money around, it will be left with you. But after election, definitely you will see me in Putu Jaundi. 2021, the same 2021 when I got inaugurated in March, is the first place that I went. Because why? A friend of mine who went in a born town, and because he believed in me and told his people that, my friend, you're a man with his word. So I'm asking you guys, you're listening to a message, and vote for him. And they voted for me. I want Putu Jaundi. So what I did to make him to be respected, and more a constituent, and more a citizen in a town. The first place I ever went to fulfill my campaign promises is Putu Jaundi, Punewo Statutory District / Putu Administrative District. The former superintendent and I, we drove through Pinestown, through the Weah Sano, to enter Jaundi. And the 500,000 were presented. I move on to other towns, and this similar thing. And because we are doing it in category. So in Putu Administrative District, we are there with 3 to 4 towns. Punewo, Ziastan, during the election, I went to Punewo, Ziastan, where I promised that, the good thing about Zoe Pennue, in every town in Grand Gedeh, every town, if you went to any other town in Grand Gedeh, you will see Zoe Pennue Movement for Development cheerleader or chairperson. So I make sure those that put their reputation and character on the line, that this man, when he says something, he can do it. You better vote for him. And Punewo Ziastan, the Punewo Statutory District headquarters, Ziastan, which of course, there where my grandmother came from. The woman that born the first indigenous president in the Republic of Liberia. The woman that born the first indigenous president, Republic of Liberia. She was my grandmother. In her town, during the election, I promised that when I win, my grand uncles, my grand aunties, my grand cousins, I'm going to give you $1 million Liberian dollar to do anything you want to do with it. And after election, when you are blessed and grace upon you, don't think people will not for you. They will fight, but God will continue to protect you. None of you here are strangers to what been unfolding for the past 3-4 years from Grand Gedeh. I know. From 2005 to 2020, you know how many Grand Gedeh politicians have been defeated? So as I continue to defeat them, I create more political enemies for myself. So I'm not deterred with whatsoever that will be on Facebook, this and that. Let's assume from 2005 to 2020, I defeated more than 100 and some more person. Let's assume each of them took 100 votes. You talk about almost 10,000 voters across the country that are going to be against me. So when they are doing all that thing, one person will take telephone, he create 4-5 Facebook pages and say you're commenting against Zoe Pennue, insulting Zoe Pennue. I know the majority, they are always there for me. People who believe in somebody to do something for them. So I'm aware of those that have been defeated in the county. So that's why I don't follow what they are saying about me. You saw what happened to me in my county. Don't think that's also opposition that did it. To go and burn my house, vandalize my glass house. You think being the first indigenous, being the first crown man in Grand Gedeh to build a glass house, even people who myself maybe from the same family, they are not happy. Why am I be our youngest brother? Then you talk about opposition. Opposition use criminal to do all of those things to me. But the good thing, as long Englishmen have a saying, when there's life, there's hope. After they burn the house and vandalize the glass house, I'm still alive. If they are going to burn me with the houses those days, today you'll not be talking to Zoe Pennue. So I want to reassure those other towns and villages that were promised during the election that we are now reached to, will continue to fulfill our campaign promises. Because your sons, your daughters that took upon themselves to serve as cheerleader, chairman for me, the repetition are on the line. Tomorrow when I shall retire, tomorrow if they want to push any other person, they will say you brought Zoe Pennue yesterday. These are the things we're talking about. As a politician, yes, politics is dynamic, not static. So yesterday you are with me. Because you asked me to pay, you get 3-4 children, you say I should pay all of them their school fees. I said no, I need 2 and so I can help other person. If that one make you there, so be it. You can go. It's not static, it's dynamics. Tomorrow, like yesterday at my house, I met more than 6-7 persons, permanent people, went at the house yesterday to pledge their support. Now, Senator, we are with you. We want somebody who get a face. Like I continue to say, election is not about credentials, it's about numbers. You know how many persons are defeated? You know how many persons out of jealousy, envy, and prejudice? Because the man so decent, will fight. Because the man, in your respectable person in the society, will fight. Because the man everywhere we went with him, the first need they can call Zoe Pennue. Because of that, people will hate me for that. But you can fight Zoe Pennue, but you cannot fight my grace. So they get more to do, more to come. I want to assure the public, all of my supporters around the world, be kind. Be kind. Our crown people get a parable. There's nowhere, even in the ocean, the rocks that are in the ocean cannot remove the rock. So there's nowhere that water will carry me. I'm a political rock. I get a lot of political relevance, so people will use my name to talk. People will want to say things about me, which of course they can't prove. When you drag 1 or 2 persons to court, oh, Senator Pennue carry a person to court, and he or she kind of prominent because I'm a political star. I'm a political icon. Take it or leave it. Your radio station, today, tomorrow, put a price on your radio. Say, please, the 15 counties in Liberia need, every county need a lawmaker. Unless some of them, when their relatives are listed and they call the need, but when you take the crown people from there, it's a different county, the rest of the 14 counties. They wouldn't need you yet, Zoe Pennue. You think I don't know that people envy me for those things? So I'm not deterred. I want to reassure all of my supporters around the country, around the world, let them be kind. By 2027, 2028, now we are talking development politics. Development politics. where you felt that Zoe Pennue never did such thing, go and do it. They didn't win the people for me. It's like your good pastor, my church, adjusted to your church, your opposite. If I'm not preaching good, my members will leave and come to your church. So I'm appealing to all Liberians, most especially my brothers and sisters in Grand Gedeh politics. Let us leave attacking one another for nothing, insulting for nothing. Let us do DP, development politics. Like when I went to deliver the $1 million Liberian to my grandparents in Queen Town, they asked me, and which of course we will continue to appreciate this government. I made less than $6,000 after taxes. Well, all we're doing for our people is our salary? No, it's because of the government making us to get a development to take back to our people. When my people ask me, they say, Zoe, you see your grandma town? In the night is dark. It can be dark in the night. So I said, what do you want me to do, grandparents? They said, and I quote, can you please give us 100 pieces of street light, solar light? And I stood ready. I said, I'll give you 120. I go to have it. The government give a legislative project. So I want to take this time to appreciate this government again for that. I want to take this time to appreciate all of my colleagues, be it the lower house and the upper house, the pro tem of the Liberian Senate, the chairman of Ways, Means and Finance, the chairman of Ways, Means and Finance from the lower house, and the speaker, the deputy speaker, and all leadership in the lower house and in the upper house. I make sure to work with the executive this time around to have legislative project in the national budget. When former President Johnson came to power, I stand to be corrected, former or present lawmaker from any time, outside government, inside government, on Facebook, come and say, so you are lying. Those that served in leadership those days, former pro tem, former speakers, let them come out and say, Senator Pennue, you are lying. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, former president, she brought about legislative projects through less and implemented them in 12 years. Well, out of that project, that legislative project, you know what all we took back to our people? Today, the building that they are using in Zredru, that DA is using, LDA is using, they are constructed by Zoe Pennue, our representative in Chen District, through the legislative project. Today, LDA is a youth building, youth guest house. But the youth working with the GOL, Government of Liberia, to give the squadron right to LDA to fight drugs in our county. Because years back, the entire Republic of Ghetto. So when the people ask the young people of the county to please give them the building to make out of LDA building office until the government can build their headquarters, then you give it to them. The superintendent, work with the superintendent. Today, out of President Johnson administration, if you went to Zredru, Baswa Hill, behind the Muslim mosques, you'll see the modern market building is there. The first representative, the first person, as far as I'm concerned, the 50 some more towns in my district, I gave each town chief 3 bundles of zinc. Because those days they were called our county Papa Village. I changed it. The only representative in Liberia, as far as I'm concerned, and I said there will be no Papa church building in my county, in my district, in Zredru. Any other pastor that following from Zredru, he or she will admit to it. We are human beings. Sometimes I give it to you, then you say fine. If I start naming my development achievement, the press can go over hours, days. But to yourself, Well, on the Sunday, the president not do anything, they elected the president full time. How? Who does that in their life? If your child continue to fail in 6th grade, will you not tell that child to go do another thing? To say, academic, I agree with you. Go to trade school. So if I not do anything for the people of Grand Gedeh County, will they elect me full time? Even 2014, I heard, I will come to that. We'll come to 2014. But there are a lot of things. All of you here, you are not stranger to Liberian politics. Even some of the journalists that I work with in the lower house, some of them are retired, some of them are working in different institutions. But they follow me before. They know what I've been doing. What Liberians know. When they say, Grand Gedeh, this flag, I always tell them about my flag. When Grand Gedeh in Lofa, that's my oversight. I follow my team. Nima, any part of Liberia, which someone said I was open at dawn. That those things I should follow. Propaganda. But I just want to educate those self-proclaimed doctorate degree, master degree from our county, who PhD and master degree cannot find a job for themselves, decide to go back for the people to get a job instead of to create job for our people. Yes, I agree. I like a PhD, I like a master. God call every one of us will get our area that he call in. He called me to be elected and serve my people. And there's nothing in our constitution to say you get PhD or you get a degree to even be president. I stand to be corrected. Let us go and read the constitution to our people. That when you not get PhD, you shouldn't be re-elected or elected. If so, other people should be president in this country. Then that your Timothy, they not retire as president, maybe you change your constitution for Timothy to stay in power for life. If that's because of 60 PhD. I'm not talking about political PhD. You sit down in your office, somebody do things online for you. Later on, they say you're great. You go and put on guys, say you graduate. At the end, you now want to find a job for yourself. We get there plenty. But I'm so proud to go in election with those who claim to get PhD. I'm so proud. The president of the Republic of Liberia, you're not a PhD candidate. You're not even hold a PhD. I stand to be corrected. The president, not even, I think, you not even get a master degree. But wisdom is little BSc that what brought in this far today. And the experience that what brought into that level. So if you went to our people, I get master degree, why your master degree I put on the table? Some of them are for them. Their graduation. I'm an accountant by profession. But they're not able to apply to go and open a accounting firm. When grand people help them, after they turn to expire, then they go big. Right now, after 9 years, when you see someone in their appearance, when they appear before you, you're proud of them. You look at the past picture and look at the present picture because they're not able to sustain themselves. You say you get a master degree in accounting, and as an accountant, you cannot create jobs for the young people for you to train them, but that the young people will always give you jobs. I wish God was going to give me PhD. If they myself were going to be talking Liberian politics, as somewhere else creating jobs for my people. But the position I'm in, besides Samuel Doe, I stand to be corrected. It's a challenge. We shouldn't put AI names on the line, on Facebook, to say the person died, the person not living, the person. No. Besides Samuel Doe, I'm the only person that is giving Grand Gedeh more jobs. Every time my media concerning can publish the names. Every month I update the names. Oh, because those people that help, they don't come on Facebook to be insulting them. No, we don't believe in those things. That's why God's grace is carrying me. Because I help other people. I believe everybody will not be smart and academic. That's why other people do trade. That's why the Constitution make it clear. To be president, you must be 35 years of age. To be senator, you must be 30. To be representative, you must be 25. So I'm going by the Constitution. I'm not going by self-proclaimed PhD holder, master degree, that cannot find a job for themselves, that cannot go in international market to find a job. That's why we are proud of other people from different counties. For my example, the ambassador in France today, the young man was a development superintendent in Nima under former President Johnson. 2018, when they removed him, the young man believed in a brain. He applied and got a job with UN, United Nations. There where this government talking from the main ambassador. They went to the UN. Someone with experience. He never went by the Nima to go for people who not get a PhD or master degree. No. Today, he created a few jobs for the people of Nima. I believe that one or two presidents from Nima are in France with him. That's why we call educated people. So you go on Facebook, oh, they want to get a degree. What your education are done for the people? Why your education are done for the people? So distinguished member of the press, we want to take this time again to appreciate this government. I think there will be another debate again in the public, because when Zoe Pennue speaks, everybody concerned, and they feel that Zoe Pennue are bringing them their former fees, because they are not in power again. So if you are in power, that what they for me no, but you are former. That why are you naming your feet former? I'm dragging that again. This is a new debate. Former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf that we never voted 2015, 2016. The madam on our leadership make sure to give electricity, West African power pool to the people of Grand Gedeh County. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. After she left, February 21st, 2021, when the former President George Weah visited Grand Gedeh, when Weah said to her, the citizen of the county, because he or she, every one of us, electricity is life. You know that. Our citizens asked the president, I was seated, Mr. President, the only thing we want from you as our president, we want the expansion of the electricity that former President Sirleaf brought to Grand Gedeh, to our homes, to connect our homes and businesses area, hospitals, clinics, schools. Those campuses must be connected. What did he do? What did he say? He turned on immediate left and said, and I quote, those of you that are following, and if you were in Israel those days, or you listen to the radio, please forget about 2029 election. Let's be frank with one another. That your Senator Zoe Pennue will work with me and will make sure we'll do expansion and connection to your homes and businesses area and hospitals and clinics. All of the citizens, the pressure on me. Every time God make it possible, visit the president. When I bring it up, Mr. President, the electricity. Oh, I will tell Maggie Hotel, Maggie Hotel, I said, Mr. President, who? Maggie Hotel, Maggie will get, Maggie, my man, you know, Maggie, that your man, go to Maggie. I said, okay. From 2021, nothing was done on expansion in electricity and connection in my county. The electricity was brought into Grand Gedeh by former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, the same United Party when they were in power. As we speak, so when I said this again, they must say that George Weah that doing a connection or he bought a transformer. As we speak, those towns on the highway From Toll Town, the Avoran border, all the way to Zredru. Those towns, Sled Town, the power being increased by this government. Sled Town in the first place. Because Siniway and Dwoji Town, I bought a transformer, and even Biaita where the border, I bought a transformer those days, and they still using it more than 6 years because they are managing it well. Metina is the era of the people of Grand Gedeh. So I want to take this time to appreciate the PIE administrative district for managing those transformers since it was connected and was issued to them. Issue and connected. Today, Sled Town, Gray are being increased. Poor Town, after Sled Town, the next town in Bazon Statutory District. Poor Town is connected. If you're driving through Poor Town, all the administration, people that will never voted. So we're seeing this thing, not out of prejudice, out of appreciation. Because I always told people, I never voted Boakai. I never voted this government, the rescue government. So they're doing things for my people. And I'm serving as a political bridge between the government and my people. So if nothing goes back to my county, I will be blamed. Now people in Sled Town, in Port Town, at least they're selling the coal water, they are surviving. As we speak, materials are being given to the company. RB Energy, Late Energy are in Grand Gedeh to connect to some junction. Solar Town already elected. The light is in Solar Town right now. Boleke, light is in Boleke as we speak. Tucson, pretty soon, the former president town, amen, for God's sake. All Liberians believe that you were Samuel Doe or you Samuel Doe's son. That's why you been getting the kind of votes. Today, these people that will never vote, you go on next website and look for Tucson. Tucson hard polling places. You go and check. If you know anybody going to vote there, maybe that 3 or 4 votes. We give all the votes to you because quote unquote Samuel Doe's son. Today, President Boakai is going to electrify Tucson. For God's sake, as you don't say they want it. As you don't say this. Solar Town. Light in Solar Town next to Tucson. My cousin are living there. My relatives. My constituents. I shouldn't say, maybe I denigrated someone. The government will continue to be appreciated as long as they continue to help my people. I will continue. Do I have money to electrify Tucson? Even if I say I'm saving my money, my children will not eat for 6 months. Can I buy a transformer for all the towns on the way? When those Zredru? Do I have that capacity? No. It's because the president believes in development and in respect lawmakers. So all the cabinet minister, managing director, and director general, they respect lawmakers because the president, they head, they respect people. So when we talk to them, we say we need this. They know the president believes in development. There's no argument. They will send their technicians and go and check, verify. By the time you go low, materials there. Town will soon be connected under the administration. Materials are on ground. You understand? So Zredru, things are going on in Zredru. Thank God to my representative and chairman of Grand Gedeh Legislative Caucus, through an instrumentality, all of communities in Zredru, they are receiving current. And because in respectful, in working with the government, so the government giving attention, and the government believe in development. That's what we are saying. In the next 1 or 2 months, 200 to 300 houses will be connected with safe drinking water. You know how many of our towns and villages crying for hand pumps? As we speak. So when somebody do good for us, someone that will never help politically, and the person decided to put all political happiness aside and say, this is my country. I on a mission to develop this country. So we shouldn't say those things. So ladies, okay, gentlemen of the press, we want to reassure the good people of Grand Gedeh County, our character, our reputation will continue to remain the same. We will remain humble. We will remain respectful. As usual, I always told all of my supporters, if someone went on radio to insult my parents, to insult me, please do not insult. Tell them this is development politics. What you think Zoe Pennue are not done, go and do it. Do not follow them to insult. There's tomorrow. Tomorrow, I will need John Brown to our powers together to help you. I do not want for John Brown to see you on Facebook to say, well, Senator, now we face our confusion, but the person insulted my grandparent yesterday. So the member of Zoe Pennue Movement for Development in Grand Gedeh around the world continue to preach what we've been doing for our people. Do not insult anybody. Let them continue to insult. A disrespectful child can always get a result. They've been insulting us, being the senior senator of the county. They've been insulting us, paying people, buying their cell phone to go on Facebook to be insulting. What's the result? The result last week, our people listening to us. I for the county. I will give a parable. No one will go in my mother's kitchen and eat more than me. You can be the funniest stranger. When my stomach not full, I will eat that food, my mouth will not serve you. So if you think you will use Grand Gedeh to disrespect the leaders, it's unfortunate on your part. The best thing you can do, you tell them you'll continue to respect your leader when you won't vote for your do it. But telling the minority to be insulting majority. 2029 coming. 2029 coming. You'll continue to tell our citizens to pay other people to say, get a telephone to say, I'm from Grand Gedeh. Get all the crown names. And I know majority of our citizens, they are respectful. Crown people, they are not violent people. Crown people, they are not people that can insult leaders. And technology made it once more. Anybody can take phone and say, I'm from Grand Gedeh. Mani, John Gay. Mani, Rufo Days. Mani, Rufo Wright. Mani, Zoe Pennue. I'm from Grand Gedeh. They will believe you. But I know my sons and daughters, my mothers and fathers of the county that elected us, they will never denigrate the leaders. I can assure the Liberian people, do not listen to Facebook. Do not listen to Facebook. Our citizens, they respect us. And they will continue to respect us. So, more to be said. I won't give the press a chance if you have any question, so I can come back.
Yeah. So, my name is Nelson Colette, and I report for Spoon Network. Firstly, I want to know, where do you sit right now politically? Are you a citizen? Are you part of the Unity Party? Do you belong to any political party right now?
Thank you for that question. I want for the entire world to listen to me on this particular question. 2005 to 2020 remain independent candidate. You know, their eyes, what their eyes can see in the day, what their ears can hear, when the mouth continue to talk here, there will be no peace in the world. I went to CDC 2020 to secure my position because I believe that I'm a mom, my pa, my whosoever in the closed rooms. As we speak, and you listened to Danny last time, because by me saying that the road from Tabata now, you can wear clothes and go. They say because in the party I'm talking true, I'm a leader party. The good thing I can't drink. Other than that, you're gonna hear about my beep political party, but CDC I'm gonna leave there. It's like a child that was born to survive, and they say the child The train pass on that child, over that child, and the train track, but the child stay alive. That's how some are looking. But time they say, please leave our party. I can't dream that why you not heard about my political party. I'm going to have a big political party. I felt relieved because I'm a human being. I'm not 100%. But I don't believe in lies in my life. Somebody doing right thing, somebody saying wrong thing, then you say, why you must go and say the right thing? So leave us, fine. But more will be said to that question. But to your answer, I'm a very big independent candidate. But because I never voted President Joseph Boakai and doing all of those development for my people, I will continue to tell the world to hear what you're doing for my people. It does not mean I'm in Unity Party. I'm an independent candidate as we speak. But you saw it a few weeks ago or a week ago. You saw it for yourself. I told people that you wear white clothes. You can wear white clothes and go to Grand Gedeh. Oh, you know, today, my former partisan, they approved me right. You know, in my county, they go on Saturday. They went with local bosses. There's no way anybody in the Southeast that will call or that will make comment. Real Southeasterner who get a houses or house in the Southeast that going by ups and down will come on Facebook page to say Senator Pennue line. The matter of fact, those from Maryland, they used to pass through Africa to take lesser passage to go to Africa to go back to Harper. To the extent you heard about those shit that sang here with our people from Maryland because of road condition. We put money in the budget 2022, 2023 for those veterans. Up to now, they never receive it. More will be said.
Just a follow-up to that. A lot of political actors continue to ask the question as to why you continue to align with the political party that's in power. For example, Senator Marshall Denny, Senator, said that, I mean, you are a friend to every political party.
Right.
And once that political party leaves power, you disassociate.
Yes.
Is there a particular reason for that?
To be frank, my former immediate defeated colleague, Marshall Dennis, a question is or a sentence that you frame the question. You're right. You're right. The time I was in EZA, before 2003, I had no connection with any party or any government. But since I came back and the people of Grand Gedeh, so that Marshall sit down to himself and look at the function of the legislator or the institution. Where's our function? Oversight. Let him tell the people, where is my function? The same way he came in government, in the legislature, he went out like that. Why you think I stay here? Because I understand the dynamics of politics. In the first place, Marshall should not be the one to question me. I'm sure of Marshall Dennis. I'm sure of him. And the stories of Marshall Dennis, I will not talk all, but I will talk small for the Liberian people. Marshall Dennis said, I'm a friend of all government that come into power. That's why the people of Grand Gedeh elected him, but since he claimed to go a master degree, but that's why it's not good to deceive yourself in life. That the worst thing you can do. Because he never knew the function of the master degree that he proclaimed to have. In the first place, as a legislator, the executive, the chief executive, why they call the president the chief executive? Even the whole world, it starts with president, it ends with president. Let's assume, yes, we do allocation of budget, we pass budget, yea or nay, we vote on record. Who collects the taxes for development? Is it Zoe Pennue? Yeah, Marshall Denny answered that. Is the executive. So if you're not friendly with the executive, which of course your country never voted a particular government, it is an African government. It's not a European government, not a Western government or American government. There's a Liberian government, a small village, global village, that when you turn right, you see your friend, you're married to a cousin, you turn right, you see your friend, married to your sister friend, all into a relationship among us. Politics, that not may not started. For him, it started, that's why he out. And the people of Grand Gedeh giving NTR never to return to the power. Let you understand that. Yes, he call me government FC, winning party FC, yes. The reason is more people don't know. I will continue to say it. Marshall Dele knows that as Zoe Pennue, that 98% of my county people will now vote Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Okay. Former President Sirleaf, let's assume if she know how that leadership ability as a woman and say, oh, I will do bad to the people. I will do this to the people. Today, had it been our relationship that we build with the executive, today, he Marshall Dennis, today will not be boasting of university in Grand Gedeh. That Ellen Johnson Sirleaf build our community college. Based on the relationship that they complain about today that Winner FC, yes, I agree to be that kind of person. I never want the president to pay for beg or rest or to pay for car. I always went to president to talk for my county. That's why I gave up community college today university. I will more to come to that question. More answer. Today, the friendship I will carry to Ellen Johnson Sirleaf at the time, because I never voted her, so I was supposed to carry friendship because there are a lot of legislators in the legislature that she can get closer to and get what she wants to get. I carry friendship to Ellen. Today, we get a judicial complex. The court in Zredru, modern court, was built during Ellen Johnson Sirleaf administration. Today, the friendship I will carry to Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Today, we have the West African Power Pool. When she was discussing for West African Power Pool to come to Liberia, he never knew all of those things. That's why Tabata grade 4 within Grand Gedeh. Let me get you the history. Let me be educated. Let me be school to politics. He said he won master degree in accounting. He's an accountant by profession. But that is personal life. He can't able to manage. He said that people who know how to manage power, he want to denigrate us. You can denigrate me. So today, that's why we get a WhatsApp. Hey, I went to the mansion. Madam President, that time, the former managing director, Harry Nyoa, the good friend of people of Grand Gedeh. I went to the president. I said, Madam President, and at the time, I was serving as chair on State Enterprise and Autonomous Agency. LEC, I was in charge of LEC. So I went to the president. Because I built that relationship, Madam President, we need electricity in Grand Gedeh, man. Please, the West African Power Pool, let it reach to Zredru. She sat for long. She said, you're coming MD Nyoa. Right there, they call the use of phone. I can remember one of the protocols. May also rest in peace, Mr. Cooper.
And that's how you have electricity in Grand Gedeh too.
I will come to it. She won a place call. Woman, you want to say, consider it done, Madam President. They took the grave from Tabata straight to Zredru in less than 6 months. At which time Peter Soro was the now Director General for Lottery. At which time you are the superintendent. They took electricity. That's a friendship. That's a benefit. That's a benefit of my friendship. Again, President Selina was stopped there. We begged her to give the Mayweather School that is built today in Grand Gedeh under President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf because our relationship. They never took it to Maryland or to River G or to Grand Cru or to Sano. But hosting the Southeastern in Grand Gedeh today because of our relationship. That's why as a legislator, as a seasoned politician, build relationship with the executive. It starts with executive, it ends with the executive. Because all the implementers, they report to the president. So you use your legislative power for oversight, call them over and over, and when the president said no, that no. So we know how to get things for our people. And those things I'm talking about is not built in Tucson. It's built in our county headquarters.
Obadiah Johnson from Front Page African newspaper. On December 5, 2023, your properties in Grand Gedeh County were reportedly attacked and damaged by unknown men believed to be supporters of the CDC. There are reports that you have abandoned the county because you have no homes there. What's your view on this? That's one. The second question has to do with in 2029, you may
don't rush with the question. Take your time. Let's do it one by one. I will answer all. So don't do it three full so I can't forget. So go back and ask me the question. And before you come in, let me end in Marshall Dennis. Marshall Dennis should be ashamed of himself. Someone who claimed to hold master degree in accounting. Today, he not even get home office to be a accounting firm, to be a consultant to other institutions, to employ the young accountants from Grand Gedeh to practice under him. So, you and I, we are not political peers. You're not my equal in politics. It's not my equal. You are just fortunate to have been elected to come and serve for more than 9 years and they throw him out. It's not my equal. They must respect the equal. If you think he hold master degree, let him create jobs. What did I do recently? We believe in education. We believe in empowerment. We believe in other people's children should go to school to replace us tomorrow. We shouldn't be mean to our people. Marshall Dennis, when it's a 9 year that he spent there, all legislative project money. He went to Zoe Market, right there. You can go and check. A mess that he created in Grand Gedeh, and he just feel he daydreaming that all the one can defeat so the school building say your building behind Zoe Market, Central Market. Let him go and finish it. Since 2015, 16. How many years today? Let him go and finish it. And the last time Marshall Dennis spoke, he said, I listened to him, that Zoe Pennue say, you know, as an educated person, when you're speaking, people want to learn from you. That's why I continue to say self-proclaimed degree that they carry. Because where they sort of be sarcastic and be professional, they don't do those things. I'm a elected official by my people. So when you're addressing me, even if you go against me, your constitutional right, address me as a county senator. That's why other children don't respect them. That's why other people question their credential. If you're on national platform and addressing a certain government official and Zoe Pennue, yeah, that's my phone name my people give me. But the title that the people need me after my position in the county is Senator Zoe Pennue. I want for you to be in school and to be taught. So when you're addressing me, you should address me appropriately.
Thank you.
In his town, former Senator Marshall Dennis sitting on the right-hand side of the former Minister of Public Works, lying on the road. And go and do your own research. What I'm going to say, whosoever of a Weah administrative district, they rose poor in Grand Gedeh. Our county begin with Weah administrative district. From Sister River, where they used to call Pele Village, my brother, former Senator Dennis knows. They were not easy to pass. Let's forget about all the places. But town, Tia Town and Dweji Towns, those two towns, my dear brothers, name of the press, from 2023 back, we suffer on our road. Even in your own town, car trucks was hitching. So because you feel that when the time George Weah will tell, former President George Weah will tell somebody share, they say that the president has won, and they make he or she senator or representative. You think the Liberia 15 years ago, 8 years ago, is still the same Liberia? It's still the same Liberia. Start daydreaming. If you think you depend someone to live your hand in the county, out here, before CDC came to me 2020, 2005, 2011, 2017, they put candidates against me. The records are there. At the time, former President George Weah political iron was very hard. When you tell you it bent automatically, I stood up to them and people elected me based on my character and my reputation and what I'm capable of doing for them. Former Senator Marshall Dennis should be told. Not cutting the press conference or questions should come. I'm not shying away from any question. Former President Marshall Dennis should be told and let him listen. Or if a few supporters should carry the clip to him and let him listen to it. A few days ago, they said they were reporting to me that former President Weah did things in Grand Gedeh. They generally asked them, why are those things? They said the police station. Amen, for God's sake. The police station was burned. Some confusion came out in Israel and some disgruntled people went and burned down the police station. The caucus left from here and went to the president, former President Weah, and said, Mr. President, after a few months, Mr. Weah, in Israel, now no police station in your stronghold. And he said, so what am I going to do? He said, no, so you can talk to police director Slew. Your people finish burning your own building, you won't come to me to pay. You better go. The citizen, if any Grand Gedeh will tell the truth, the citizen collected money. And some of that money, central bank, at which time the central bank governor from Grand Gedeh, central bank governor made contribution, and former Senator Marshall Dennis, your chairman on banking and currency. So when you place call on the caucus, we say, Mr. Chairman, you go and receive 10,000 United States dollars, which will fill the entire county aware of this. The former superintendent of Grand Gedeh County, Kai Gallo Fare Jr., let him come on Facebook and say, Senator Pennue, you lying. The superintendent never received that money from former Senator Dennis. Dennis again, Senator Dennis again, former Senator Dennis again. He went to Simenko. Simenko made contribution because they have the businesses running there, so corporate responsibility come in because they have the depot. So they decided to help the county. They gave up 1,000 bags of cement. Former Senator Dennis stood right there and make a deal with a cement buyer. Those days, one bag of cement used to be sold for $7 to $8. Just for you to get quick cash, he sold the cement for $4.
You sold the county.
He sold the cement. He sold the county cement. 1,000 bags.
For the people of Grand Gedeh.
For the people of Grand Gedeh County. He sold the cement.
That's a grave allegation.
That's not allegation. It's not allegation. Go and ask him who he gave the cement. Let the former superintendent Kai G. Fale come on social media. And I know he can go to church, even if you want to say you defend because I'm partisan this, but we're talking Grand Gedeh. We're not talking party right now. Unless former superintendent say, I receive it, but you're not used for the internal purpose, then he will replace it. Your time will come. All the youth in the county, they are aware. So I'm telling Marshall, today, former Senator Marshall Dennis, the me-led Bazon, few months ago, I already officially that, look, Senator, our sons and daughters inside Bazon to go to Jordan, to go to high school with her. Our brothers and sisters in the diaspora from Bazon, inside Bazon, me-led Bazon, they build a money high school. So they say, Senator, we need your help because government will not do all. What did I do? I compromised my 1.5 month salary to buy 55 bundles of zinc. 55. One bundle is $120 to give the people in. Today, the better than zinc. So I'm asking former Senator Denny, the cement that is inside Bazon so they can plaster the school building.
Senator, back to your properties. Back to your properties.
Yes. Back to my property.
Your properties were reportedly attacked and damaged by men believed to be supporters of the CDC.
Yeah.
December 3, 2023.
Yeah.
There are reports that you abandoned the county because you don't have a home there. What's your view on this?
Well, if you're someone that can go to bed early, and you know other people, your neighbor, some of them can go to bed, majority can go to bed late, and you say they are causing noise, you're not sleep, it means that you don't want to go to your early bed. What do I mean? That not every pay agent will come Senator Pennue do this, I respond to it. You understand? But to that question, the president have said it. Let's call, we have almost 6 million Liberians. Let's just call 200,000 Liberians. And let him take it that time to pull himself together and come in the popular. Let me come in the popular. And then let's decide who is a decent person. I'm a very decent man. Nobody have to even tell me that. Yes, I said it. Being the first Grand Gedeh to build glass house in Grand Gedeh. And some politicians see it as a political threat to them. They created story propaganda. And they went and burned my house, one of my houses. And the other one vandalized. My brother, I depend on salary. I've started building that glass house for the time when he elected, 2006. Small, when I take pay, I share with my county, I share with my family, people, and I put something on my house. It took me almost 10 to 11 years to build that place. The same year I was going to dedicate all my material with order to carry my Senate colleagues and former representative colleagues to take them to Grand Gedeh to dedicate my project. There where the opposition went together and created a propaganda. And they burned my house and vandalized, they looted everything. You saw it on Facebook. Where do I take money from? I will not commissioner of maritime to just go and take the taxpayer money and build house in 2-3 weeks time. It's a salary. I will not managing director for FPRC to just take the taxpayer money and go and build houses and just give some to President and be so and no, that's my salary. So when you saw that, it's true. But I always in my county. It's regular, not Grand Gedeh. But the house, they're not 20,000, 30,000 to fix it. I spent almost 700,000 on that house. And to bring it back to my level, it will cost me almost $195,000. Where do I take that money from? It's from my salary. So I got to take time. So if he think, and some of them, they were part of people who did it, if he finish salary for me, let him go and collect money and fix it for me.
Senator, finally from my end, in 2029, we have served the people of Grand Gedeh County in the national legislature for a little over 23 years.
Yes.
What do you have to say to some of your critics and citizens from the county? It is not time that gave others the chance to serve.
If you actually follow my premise, I said that if there's anything in the Constitution that say when you serve 2 times, 3 times, you must give chance, that will get a chance. Why? Another question?
Yes, Senator, my name is Anthony and I work for the Analyst newspaper. Now, a few days ago, your former party, because you just said
Yeah.
you are independent candidate or independent person.
Yeah.
Now, your former political party, the CDC, was in Grand Gedeh County.
Right.
On their 22nd anniversary. What's your general view about that anniversary?
Well, thank you. Before the departure to the county, I had a press conference here, and I said to the public that yesterday I talked about this road that honor former President George Weah, who were eating rotten frozen food. People market was spotting on the highway for days and weeks, and I went on. Gasoline price in Israel were in the thousands. Bag of rice price in the thousands, 7,000 to 6,000 on a rain season, during the rain season. And to transport yourself from Grand Gedeh to Monrovia during former President George Weah time in rain season, not less than 20,000. Just an individual. I'm not talking about those that are making business. You know how many businesses that broke down because of the road condition? So when they were going in the county, when President Boakai came to power and decided to do everything possible that the road should be pliable from Tabata straight to Zredru, from Sagapie straight to Zredru. And we now voted as Omer. And my marketeers, they are happy. The marketers living on the highway again. Gasoline price drops in never get in Zredru. Back on rest price. In competition with Morovia. In competition with Kakata. In Ganta. So I shouldn't press the government. So when they are going, I told them, and you heard me. What I told them, I advised them, and they listened to my advice. That you go in there. You don't need visa to go to Grand Gedeh, but you must know how you go in there. But send a letter from them 1 week. I now receive any report from DA that we catch a hard time to run here and there. So thank God that they listen to me. They know that I'm accounting. Thank God that they listen to me. They know I want there with all kind of things.
DA?
I now go any report from DA that I've sent a few letters here.
What do you mean, Senator?
What's the function of DA? What's the function of DA? What's the function of DA?
DA go after drugs.
So you answer your own question. So
I advise them not to carry any narcotic substance that will get the DA.
I had a press conference here, and they listened to me. So I want to take this time to appreciate them for listening to me. Oh yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Senator. My name is Darius Donald for OTF. What do you stand on the statement made by former President George Weah, Chief of Officer Eugene Nambe, referring to it that you are the problem for yourself, not the CDC, alleging that you and others believe that insulting the former president is the way to give you a relevant. Where do you stand on that statement?
First of all, the former Maritime Commissioner and former Minister of Youth and Sports, he should be told that also he should listen very carefully if he's listening. I know Eugene, not a stranger of Liberian politics, that not George Weah that brought me to, former President Weah that brought me to prominent. He knows that very well. I just said it. I do not need my colleague politician to bring me to prominent. I do not need any of my colleague politician to use he or she name for people to know me. I already know in the country and around the world. Let me come to him. What kind of problem you talk about? What problem I have on myself? So when you say the road going to my place is good, it means that you're insulting. Let one person, let somebody play, do research. 2022 on the Senate floor. What I'm saying, not a strange thing to the Liberian people and to seditionists that I said on the Senate floor that I'm telling the ruling party, I wish that I was in the party, that if we not pay attention to the Southeastern Road, the political mercy will not save for 2023. I dare say, after I said on the floor, less than 20 minutes, I received more than 50 messages on my phone. And I reply all of them that I'm not one of those. I've been in the corridor of presidency. My overall president, yes, I was small, but my overall president, who would threaten me with presidency. I respect people, but I respect people, but I don't take advantage from anybody. So by me saying the road from Tabata, from 2nd PM to Zredru, is pliable now, it means that you are insulting the president. Let us check. Unlike Eugene, I'm about to quote him. If we, the people of Grand Gedeh or Liberia, if we're going to listen to Eugene, the time he was in United Party, when he said, and I quote, that look, you shouldn't vote for George Weah. George Weah brain, a feet is better than a brain. He's not supposed to be president. I'm quoting Eugene Nambe. I never caused any other president older than me, but I'm quoting Eugene because he said I'm my own problem. So when we're talking about problem, he carried problem and stay to the man bad. He think the man forgot about the words that he used against him. He the same Eugene that said, and I quote, that George Weah cannot even remember his own password for a computer for a email address. That Zoe Pennue said it. I ever caused George Weah? So if we the people of Grand Gedeh, if we're going to listen to Eugene Nambe, we're going to be in the problem today. Real problem. So he shouldn't say, and so is the problem for himself because he followed other people. I never insulted President Weah. Eugene Nambe, He insulted a man over and over that Liberian people shouldn't elect him. And let him be told that President, we are getting a job. It's the people of Grand Gedeh County that elected me to speak for them. So if anybody from Grand Gedeh who say, he or she, to say because Senator Pennue is saying the truth, we need to suffer on the road. Let me tell you, former Minister Eugene Nambe. Eugene Nambe should be told that the people of Grand Gedeh County make the former president to recuperate on the Liberian people, our votes, including myself. And through that, through the grace of George Weah, he got a job. Yeah, Eugene Nambe come on their Facebook to tell the people of Grand Gedeh to say, yes, you're been voting for, and I, Eugene Nambe, I'm from the Southeast, I'm maritime commissioner. Then name 3 seditions that graduated from high school in Grand Gedeh. They train up, continue those days. A man that way to. How many of them get scholarship to maritime scholarship? The reason we're talking about the role Eugene did not care, they claim that they're from the Southeast. But we that from the Southeast are suffering on our road. Our brothers and sisters, our students are suffering on our road. When we say that, let former Minister Eugene Nambe, Maritime Commissioner, let him sit down. Because he said he's from Maryland. But Eugene will never post town hall. A town hall to say this is why Eugene in Maryland. So he want for the road to be paved. But for me, I supposed to go to Tucson. I supposed to go to Zedra. I supposed to go to Queen Level. I supposed to go places in Grand Gedeh. There I get my properties. So when we're talking about road, Eugene will continue to throw a bear behind George Weah that he insulted over and over. Let him play my video where he saw me insulting former President George Weah. I don't insult leaders. I'm a leader. If you say you want to be king of the country, a level of Liberian people will change your constitution. But I would not insult you for you saying you want to be king. But they were insulting the man. And we were voting for the man. The people of Grand Gedeh. So Eugene cannot tell me Zoe Pennue that they causing George Weah because they want relevant. Do I need former President Weah to get relevant again? My Eugene then they're not my political equal. When you say Zoe, Prince Moise said this. Former Speaker Nugwe, former Speaker Tyler, former Speaker Snow, James Barney, Senator Barney, Bebo Brown, that was Dillon. These are responsible and independent politicians that we know in the country. There are people, when your friend gets grace before you come to prominent.
Thank you.
Eugene have been elected in Liberia.
Final comment.
And he continue to say, I listen to him. In Winner FC. Yes. I carry the FC team around George Weah, but I never knew that if I was going to listen to your clip previously, I'm going to even go to George Weah to talk about development. Because you said, and I quote, that George Weah is not fit to be president of the Republic of Liberia. It fit better than a hair. You the one that control a email password. You not even know a password. You said all of those things about him. More than you said that cannot be repeated. You understand? So ladies and gentlemen of the press, thank you for coming. I'll continue to tell the people. As long as I responded to those people, I want to assure my supporters around the world. Every time they see me now, press conference, if we want to talk about development, I'm not going to follow people who are less busy, who feel by calling my name, then people will listen to them on Facebook. So this will be my first and last press conference in reporting to irrelevant and less busy people in Liberia and in the county. Thank you very much.